Some flowers refuse to fade, and they carry the garden's magic well into autumn. Which ones will surprise you? When summer's brilliance begins to wane, many gardens drift quietly toward rest. But the cottage garden has a secret, a second chapter written in color and bloom. Here, flowers don't simply fade with August. They linger, thrive, and transform autumn into a season of unexpected beauty. Late bloomers matter because they carry the garden's story forward. They bridge the gap between summer's abundance and winter's rest. Without them, the cottage garden would fall silent too soon. But with them, the air hums with bees on a warm September afternoon. Butterflies still pause for nectar, and the gardener herself is given the gift of color and life when she needs it the most. One last hug from summer before the hush of winter. Late blooming flowers are not just beautiful, they're the garden's way of whispering, "Not yet." And among these late bloomers, some are dramatic, some are impossibly romantic, and each has its own story to tell. Let's begin. Tall, delicate, and endlessly graceful, Japanese anemones seem to defy the shortening days. Their beautiful blossoms float above the border, unbothered by the first whispers of autumn. Each bloom leans gently toward the sun, as if stretching to savor its final warmth. They are the quiet performers of the fall garden, subtle, serene, yet impossible to ignore. Their petals shimmer in the morning light, inviting both bees and gardener to pause, linger, and marvel at their simple, enduring elegance. And just as these anemones steal your breath with quiet grace, a bolder show awaits. Helenium blazes like a miniature autumn sunset in your garden. Its petals blaze in fiery shades of red, orange, and gold, warming the edges of the border as the air cools. Unlike the gentle anemone, Helenium stands proud, a bold statement that fall has arrived. Pollinators swarm, drawn to the bright, nectar-rich centers, while the flowers themselves seem to laugh in the sunlight. And while the garden glows with Helenium's fire, subtle faces await, delicate yet enduring. Pansies are the understated poets of the cottage garden. Small, resilient, and endlessly charming, they bloom when the days grow cooler and the frost is just a whisper away. Each velvety face tilts towards the sun as if soaking in its warmth, while their colors, deep purples, rich oranges, soft yellows, offer a quiet brilliance that's almost impossible to ignore. Hardy yet delicate, they survive chill and wind. In a garden of giants, the pansy's charm is humble and unmistakable. And if the pansies are the loyal friends, then dahlias are the stars of the season, stealing the spotlight with drama and color. When the dahlias arrive, they command attention like stars on a late summer stage. From deep crimsons to soft peaches, from dramatic dinner plate blooms to pom-pom blooms. Each flower feels like a carefully painted masterpiece. They don't rush, they take their time, standing tall on sturdy stems, as if aware that the season's finale is approaching. They're bold, they're beautiful, and they carry the garden into fall with an energy that feels both impossible and utterly enchanting. Impossibly cottagecore. Sedum is the garden's quiet alchemist. Its flowers start pale pink, but as the days cool, they deepen into a rich copper and bronze, a transformation that mirrors the turning leaves. The thick, fleshy stems hold their shape against the wind, and pollinators feast until the last light of autumn fades. Sedum doesn't rush its story. It reveals it slowly, week by week, rewarding patience with color, texture, and structure that anchors every border. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And while Sedum transforms slowly, a hidden jewel awaits in the shady corners. In the quiet corners of the garden, where shade softens the edges, the Japanese toad lily quietly announces its arrival. Spotted petals, delicate and intricate, almost like tiny orchids, open in September when most of the other flowers are resting. It's the secret story of the cottage garden, unexpected, intimate, and exquisitely detailed. Look closely and you'll see each petal carries a whisper of woodland magic, drawing you into a world both hidden and enchanting. This is perfect for the fall garden. It's definitely giving me Halloween vibes. Coneflowers start their tale in the height of summer, but the right varieties are storytellers with long chapters. Their bold petals remain strong into September, offering nectar to pollinators and creating sculptural interest in the fading garden. Later, the seed heads become a gift for goldfinches and chickadees, extending the garden's story beyond color alone. Sturdy, reliable, and quietly enduring, coneflowers are the steadfast characters that carry the garden from season to season. And while coneflowers endure, a fragrant haze begins to drift across the garden. Russian sage is the ethereal spirit of the fall garden. Fragrant and airy, it sways like a mist over the borders, softening edges and lifting spirits. Its lavender blue blooms carry on well into October, pairing effortlessly with golds and reds, creating a haze of color that seems almost otherworldly. There's a rhythm to it, a gentle, undulating movement that feels like poetry in motion, a calm presence amid the fiery drama of autumn blooms. And as the haze drifts, the chrysanthemums prepare their grand entrance. Chrysanthemums are the ceremonial finale of the garden's bloom. Each cluster bursts open in bold, abundant color, gold, burgundy, bronze, announcing the arrival of fall. They line pathways, fill containers, and seem to radiate warmth, echoing the colors of harvest festivals and cozy autumn afternoons. Their flowers are dense, rich, and cheerful, a visual embrace that celebrates the season in full bloom. Just when you think the story is ending, the reblooming iris offers its encore. Delicate peach petals unfold quietly, almost shyly, in the cool September air. It's a gentle reminder that beauty does not adhere to schedules. In a garden of showy blooms, the iris is the subtle whisper that lingers in the heart. A quiet, unexpected flourish that completes the tapestry of fall color. And as the iris blooms in quiet grace, the garden, alive with anemones, dahlias, and chrysanthemums, breathes shimmering in the golden autumn light. To keep your garden alive with color into fall, a few small acts of care can make all the difference. Removing faded blooms encourages the plant to send out new buds, keeping the story of your garden unfolding instead of closing too soon. Each snip is like turning a page in a favorite novel. The plot continues, the drama of color is renewed. Even as the air cools, some days remain dry. Deep, deliberate watering early in the day nurtures roots and ensures every flower can open fully, shining in the low autumn sun. A well-watered garden doesn't just survive, it glows. A gentle touch of fertilizer in early fall is like a secret note to the garden, carry on. This quiet nourishment strengthens stems, brightens blooms, and rewards your care with prolonged color, just when the season begins to fade. The garden doesn't end with summer, it evolves. Each flower, from the bold dahlias to the ruffled fall iris, carries its own story into autumn. A quiet performance that unfolds in texture, color, and scent. Pause a moment and watch the Japanese anemone sway in the breeze. Notice the fire of Helenium catching the late sun, or the subtle shimmer of Sedum deepening into bronze. Every bloom, every petal is part of the season's final breathtaking chapter. Which of these fall bloomers captures your heart? Share your favorites in the comments below. I'd love to hear your garden stories. And if you'd like a little help keeping your own garden blooming into fall, I've created a free printable guide. The link is waiting for you below, so you can bring the magic of autumn into your garden with ease. Until next time, may your garden continue to bloom, shimmer, and surprise long after summer has gone.